What is up, peoples? Tocen here, and on today's episode of Deep Analysis, we're going to be looking at the Overwatch hero D.Va. I'm going to be going over all of her abilities and weapons with in-depth stats that you really can't find anywhere else. Now, this is not going to be a strategy guide or a background story. This is just basic in-the-face numbers for every ability and weapon. So let's go. Now, D.Va, in my opinion, is a really easy tank and awesome to use, mostly for her ultimate, which can absolutely desolate an area. But on top of that, she has more tanking power than what it appears to be. Her abilities include her boosters, the defense matrix, the self-destruct ultimate, and her two weapons, the fusion cannons and the light pistol. For D.Va's base stats, starting in the mech, there's 100 health along with 400 shield. And if you don't know already, shield protects you from more damage than just regular health. It makes everything less effective against you. But when that initial 500 is drained to 0, you end up ejecting out of the mech using just the base character and having only a health of 150. And for the speeds, both in and out of the mech, D.Va moves at 5.5 meters a second, which seems to be about the norm so far. Now onto her ultimate being self-destruct. Passively, it's going to charge 10% every 25 seconds. So in the end, passively, it's going to take a little bit more than 4 minutes to charge. And for every 200 damage you do, basically killing another hero, you're going to get another 16% charge on top of that. Now when you choose to self-destruct, you can either plant the suit as a bomb or send it out 25 meters first. This explosion is really hard to pinpoint on just how much damage you can cause, but for what I can gather, the entire explosion area is going to be 20 meters in radius. The first 15 meters are more than enough to take out any target under 600 health. And from various websites I found that the damage should be equal to 1000 at the epicenter of the explosion, and between 15 and 18 meters it tapers from 600 to 200, and between 18 to 20 meters it goes from 200 to 25 damage. And for the time on this, it's going to be exactly 4.2 seconds from the time you press that button to when it explodes. Onto the Call Mech ultimate. You're going to get this immediately after using self-destruct. The other way you'll need to get this is if somebody has damaged your mech enough that you have to abort out of it, in which case you'll have to wait 64 seconds for it to charge to 100%, and for every 200 damage, you're going to get 60% charge. When climbing back into the mech, you're going to be completely vulnerable for 2 seconds with all damage taken immediately affecting the mech. After 2 seconds, you're going to be able to move, and at 2.8, you're going to be able to use your abilities and shoot again. With the boosters having a 5-second cooldown and lasting for 2 seconds at a time, you're going to be getting a speed boost of 125%, making you move at a pace of 12.5 meters a second. So you're going to be traveling a total distance of 25 meters before the boost ends. But using the right kind of maneuvering, you'll be able to take it a lot farther after the jets shut down. In addition to just going farther quicker, anyone that stands your way is going to be launched up to 10 meters on average and will take 25 damage as well. Now the defense matrix. This move is what makes a tank, being able to soak up damage. The defense matrix has a 10-second cooldown and lasts exactly 2.5 seconds. Also, any projectile in front of you for up to 10 meters is going to be destroyed. Keyword here being projectiles. Any laser weapons will not be affected by the matrix at all and punch right through. Now for the weapons. The Mechs fusion cannons can be shot infinitely without reloading, and they fire at 7 rounds per second, with each shot firing 8 pellets that can do 0.5 to 3 damage each depending on what range you're at. The kill times for these were really surprising. With these numbers based on a stationary 200 health target, I found exactly how short of a range these cannons actually were, but it makes sense for that to be that way because it forces the tank to be up into the action. So as you can see by this chart, kill times under 15 meters are pretty fast, but between 15 and 20, the drop-off ramps very quickly, and further from 20, they're practically useless, doubling in kill time every 10 meters from 20. Now the light pistols, however, are surprisingly effective, shooting 20 rounds at 7.4 rounds per second and doing 14 damage each, along with a reload time of 1.4 seconds. The damage is not affected by range at all. The only reason the kill time is dropping here is because the time it takes for each shot to get to the target. And being that the shots move at 50 meters a second, it's going to take some leading to hit a target at a distance. But the kill time stays relatively low, just between 2 and 3 seconds at most ranges. And so that is about it for D.Va. If I missed anything, please let me know. And if you have any suggestions for improvements on the series, just tell me in the comments. Also leave a like if this helped you out at all. And until next time, peace out, peoples.